Welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geeker Discord server. There's a link to that below. And today, we're on episode 10 of the Path of Vengeance campaign, which has taken a bit of a turn, and the party have ended up trapped in a set of, stacked demi-planes created by a mad wizard, which is fun. And currently you've come across some weirdos who are riding around on dinosaurs with laser guns. Yeah?
Yep.
What happened last time we played?
So they did their little mock battle again.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the humans won, because, it turns out they're, sort of losers. So the beast folk kind of rigged it so, they could win easily, and, they lose, because, beasts are the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
But after all that happened, one of the dinosaurs started rampaging, because somebody stuck a dart in its butt.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to stop it, but we suspected that the humans were the ones responsible, so we went to go ask them, and it turns out there's more than just one group of these people on the plane. Mm-hmm. So now we had to go check out one of the other ones, or at least we were going to, but we had to wait till morning. Mm-hmm. Except in the distance, we heard explosions, so when we went to go check it out, we came across a battlefield with a bunch of people dead, and it turns out they were doing the same thing that this group was doing, except they play a little more hardcore than the others.
Mm-hmm. With lasers that actually damage people. Yeah. Yes.
And so on our way back, we were ambushed by, I don't remember, I think, ninjas or something.
Ninjas?
Well, the guy described them as ninjas. I assume they're just, very stealthy people.
Mm-hmm.
They're monks.
Yeah, well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't, but...
Aye, and we put a pin in it there.
Yep.
Alright. We do have one of our players missing today, so maybe they get captured right away.
Mm-hmm.
Who is here, though?
I think, if I remember correctly, a couple of us got captured, someone was surrounded, and Raquel was up in the air as she often is.
Oh, right, yeah, caught in the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But, Scott, Raquel, and Bloob. So we left off with you surrounded by strange people.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, got a reply from. Sorry, went to the pub with my mates and lost track of time. On my way back now. Okay. Wick is on his way.
Wick, run!
Stop for time. Stop for time.
Alright, well, Wick can just stay in the net until he gets here. He's in the timeout net.
He's in the timeout.
Blue with the timeout net, then.
What did you
Alright,
say?
well, you switch places with Wick in the timeout net.
We're both in the net.
Man,
No, you were surrounded. Me and Wick were in the net, and Raquel is flying.
Yes.
No, Blue was in the net.
Well, Bloob is a plasmoid and could easily ooze out of the net anyway, so...
True.
Wait, is that why you're... Yeah, that's why you're surrounded. Because you just kind of blooped out.
Bloobed out.
We're gonna have to put you in a timeout jar with a cork in it so you can't ooze out of it.
Anyway, these dark figures say, "Who are you? Which tribe are you from?"
We didn't. We never asked for the name. Hmm.
They had 200.
Do you guys know what the name is?
Wouldn't it be halved?
We never got a name. We're just from the camp over there.
The children. Are you also children?
We're new.
Okay.
Newly reborn? Or new to the plains of Alsgarad?
Oh, okay.
New to the plains.
Hmm. Do you like this plane?
Eh.
Do you enjoy riding around on dinosaurs, shouting pew pew at one another? Or would you prefer a more interesting game?
More interesting?
Good. If the rest of you agree with him, you can come with us.
Yeah, sure, why not? Beats catering to a bunch of man babies.
Rock Hell will follow, I guess.
Okay. So they lowered the net, and still surrounding you as a group. They lead you through the woods. This time heading east. Yeah. And you go. You're aware of both the human base that you've already been to before and other structures off to your left as you continue. But you continue to be led past those. The dark forest surrounding you. All kinds of strange creatures in the night making noises. One of your dark-clothed companions occasionally firing a shot into the dark. With a concealed hand crossbow.
Hmm. Blue follows in silence, trying not to piss anyone off.
And yeah. Eventually, you come to a much more primitive looking fortress. a it's surrounded by, thick wooden stakes coming up and out of the ground, and as they bring you through the gate, you see wooden huts with thatched roofs and a variety of different peoples, both humanoid and beast folk, that are using the dinosaurs as beasts of burden and farm animals and all kinds of stuff, and there's no sign of any sophisticated metallic weaponry anywhere.
All right.
We have made a much more satisfying life for ourselves here.
Come in. I see.
No fighting. No nonsense. Harmony with the beasts.
Loop just looks down at his little pets that's been following him.
What does Raquel think?
At least this one doesn't seem as weird as the last one, since they're not doing the whole, like, we're going to go ahead and have mock battles all the time to make some other people feel better.
What about... What about Scott Morningleaf?
Yeah, no, Scott's just... He's looking. Yeah, he does like this a little bit more than the previous plays, because it seems a little more natural to him.
Excellent.
Though slightly disappointed, because there's nothing to mess around with, tech-wise.
Will you join us?
Join you for what exactly?
Join our tribe. Show the others how it is done. Be it harmony with the beasts.
So it's join your tribe, or go back to pretending to be in a fight with the other guys. Yeah, no, I'd honestly rather stay here.
There are other clans, of course. I believe you had already come from a camp to the north where they were hurting each other for fun.
Yeah, no, that camp seems just as stupid as the other one.
Well then. Yay, Wick!
Oh, Wick.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
So
You're in
Discord
the
has
next
fully loaded for me.
Hello!
So to catch you up, you know how at the end of the last game you found yourselves ambushed and surrounded by some weird folk?
Somewhat, yeah.
Yes. Well, those weird folk have invited you back to their much more tribal stronghold, where there are humanoids and beast folk working together along with dinosaurs. So, and they've they seem to be really big on living harmoniously and peacefully and working the land, doing good, honest, hard work, and they don't have weird technological gadgets, just, you know,
So was this the
tools and
monks?
bows and arrows.
Yeah, okay.
So, the others seem to prefer this to the weird play fighting or even the bloody battles that you've seen before. Do you want to hang out with these guys for a while?
Yeah, we could probably prefer that as well.
Cool. So, you're showing around the stronghold. And like I said, they're using dinosaurs to till small plots of land, using dinosaurs, small running dinosaurs, to send messages from one part of the town to the other. Others are just carrying things. Triceratops are being used to dig shit up. It's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to restart Discord, so I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
When we get the opportunity, I want to look around.
Yeah. Of course. You find all kinds of trades. One.
Okay, there we go. Everything's properly loaded.
Yay! So, you see a lumberyard where they've the stegosauruses are dragging great big logs over to yeah, and logs are getting broken up into some firewood, and as well as lumber for building. And there's a butcher as well.
I think you fell in the matrix there.
The velociraptors seem to be well trained to skin and bleed the animals, which is fun. There's a duck-billed dinosaur helping to knead some dough at a baker's. It's all a little bit surreal, but there are all kinds of different. And everywhere you go, people are smiling and waving, and there's humans and elves and lizard folk and tabaxi.
Damn it.
What?
The humans helps.
You don't see any plasmoids at the moment. Is there anything in particular that you guys want to keep an eye out for as you're looking around?
Is there like a weaponsmith or something around?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You find a smith. some of the larger dinosaurs are operating a turnstile thing to pump the bellows and keep the furnace going as the craftsman forges weapons. Looks to be half dwarven.
Interesting.
As he hammers away at an axe head. She keeps picking up with his tongs and checking the blade before putting it back in the fire to make it glow again and hammer it some more. He seems entirely focused on his work. What do you want to do?
So I got 29.
I wanted to look through his the stuff he's made, just glance at it, see if I notice anything that would resemble the dart I found in the previous camp.
Yeah. Most of the things that he's forging do seem to be tools. Any weaponry are mostly bows and crossbows for hunting. But there do seem to be some darts there too.
Yeah, and are they traditional style darts, or are they the barbed dart I found?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They look a little like...
I'm also resistant to lightning as well.
Oop.
Oh.
That. Very like the one that ended up in the dinosaur's hindquarters.
Alright, I'll leave him to his work for now.
Still not looking up, he goes, looking for anything in particular?
No, I just wanted to see what kind of, weaponry you had here. I came from the previous camp, so I wanted to see how they varied.
Oh, we don't have much need of weaponry. Except for hunting. Occasionally, we might be called on to defend ourselves against some of the other idiots out there, but...
Well, there does seem to be plenty of those on this plane.
Indeed there are. You're new here, aren't you?
And pretty much.
Any of you fellas looking for work?
Depends on the work.
Want to be a smith's apprentice?
I can say that most honestly, I never considered that.
I'm sure others will be looking for help too. Everyone pulls
Well,
their
I
weight.
mean, I wouldn't mind give you a hand as your apprentice.
How are you with the hammer and anvil?
I can learn.
I think. Don't artificers get proficiency with smith tools?
Some of them do. Depends on what you pick.
Yeah.
I thought
Battlesmith
it
gets
was-
it. It's Battlesmith that gets it, but
I
I
thought-
don't get the right tools for the job until next level, which just pretty much lets me, have the proficiencies. So yeah, right now it's a learning process.
Oh, it's thieves' tools. One choice of your artisan tools. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I see. I've always gone with smith tools. That's why I was confused.
Okay then. So. Yeah. What he's probably going to have you do is work the smelter. So basically drop either bits of scrap metal or bits of scrap metal and whole ingots into a crucible to melt them down, and then pour the molten metal into a mold.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah. So. When you do. Yeah, okay. So you're going to start while you're.
Bless you.
While you're working on that, what does everybody else want to do?
Bless you.
Ellen's got the sneezes.
Mm-hmm. Tell her that if. Wait, no, that's hiccups. Never mind.
Is it daytime now, or is it still the middle of the night on the plane?
It's still dark.
Oh, okay.
So. Yeah. Of course, there's plenty of light and heat coming off the hot metal. And nobody seems to care that it's night.
Even the humans are fine?
Sorry?
Even the humans are fine?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Sorry.
don't worry. You got to sneeze. You have to sneeze. Alright. So, Scott's working away in the forge. What would Blue be interested in finding?
The hunting lodge, the place where the hunters are.
Okay. So, after a
The
little
only thing he's good at.
the only thing he's good at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yes, you find a you find a place that has a few people out front that are practicing throwing knives at a target, and there are others. You can also hear the sounds of melee fighting inside. It seems to be either a hunter's lodge or a fighter's guild or something along those lines.
Is there anyone that seems to be in charge?
Looking from outside and not talking to anybody? No.
Okay. No guy with the eye patch, nothing like that.
You're expecting somebody to come out of the building, walk up to you and say, "Hi, I'm the leader. Would you like to come inside?" All right.
No.
What?
I'm just thinking that he might have been outside training with the others.
All right.
And I was thinking it'd be the biggest guy there.
All right. So you're gonna go inside and look for a big dude.
Yeah.
All right. Head inside and make a perception check.
Alright, let me grab. I-R-D. 19.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you look around and you do see a big dude. Seems to be wearing leather armor. He's got thick hair on thick coarse hair on his arms, matching the color of the hair on his head. He's got his back to you at the moment, and he's just standing there watching as other people spar.
Lube's gonna walk over and tap him on his shoulder. Sir?
Huh?
Do you run this place?
Yeah.
I'd like to join.
One of the people sparring says, a woman stops and says, "Don't bother the gorilla."
Who do I bother then?
What do you want? Who are you?
To join.
To join what?
Either hunting or fighting. I'm not good with anything else. That's the only thing I can help around with.
Really? Well, around here you might learn that in order to be a good fighter, you must master your emotions. And learn to calm your mind. Tell me, have you meditated much?
Sometimes, not often. Usually when I'm bored, I'm...
When you're bored, you meditate.
Yeah.
So you don't use it to try and calm your
Okay.
mind?
My mind's pretty calm most of the time.
Is that so?
Would it have been more than 20?
By the way, this is the dude you tapped on the shoulder.
Yeah, I've got a +1 to saving throws on intelligence.
He's literally a gorilla.
Yeah, no, we could.
The
Is he a gorilla or a gorilla beast folk?
well, since all he said to you was, what do you think?
I thought it was just you. I thought it was a rough speak. Nope.
So,
All right.
Feeble mind.
so show me your meditation technique. Sit.
I think he just hates our characters.
He drops into a ball.
Into a ball. Just bloop.
Mm-hmm. Bloop.
Interesting technique. I don't think any of us can do that.
And as he sits there, he starts to just turn into a puddle.
Yeah. Looks quite relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Bad. This floor is disgusting.
Okay.
You can taste the floor.
Does this evil Tracy count as a monstrosity?
I suggest if you truly want to meditate that you put thoughts of the flavour of the floor out of your mind and focus purely on your breathing.
So not an aberration?
Fine.
Do you actually breathe?
Guess what I'm going to use?
They
my
can hold.
primordial
Most
arrow
of the
on.
time, he doesn't. They can hold their breath for up to an hour.
Oh, they do breathe. Interesting.
So Bloob is mostly at times forgetting he can breathe until he needs to.
Funny. Alright then. What are... So Scott's forging metal. Bloob is learning, is meditating with the hunters. What is Wick looking for?
Wick really isn't sure of what he's looking for, but he's just kind of looking around, seeing what is going on with the camp.
Okay. What's gonna grab your attention? Let's see.
Yes.
Oh, you haven't picked any personality traits or anything.
So.
Okay.
DC 17. 60.
Oh, shoot, sorry, those don't get transferred over with D&D Beyond. I forgot about that, sorry.
Weird. So.
I might have not selected them, so you might just be right there.
As you're walking around, you see an elder elf teaching some younger elves some magic. The sight
Wick
of...
is gonna
Go on.
walk over and watch from a distance.
20.
Mhm.
33.
They
So
seem
I've
to
got
be...
33 so far damage-wise, and I have to do the 60-10 piercing damage.
Sorry. They seem to be talking about healing wood. And practicing it.
Oh, I see.
But nevertheless, the sight of elves tends to bring your hackles up.
How do I roll in roll 20?
Raquel,
Wick
I'm
doesn't
assuming...
really have
Go on.
a bad past with elves, but he
No,
kind
how
of
do I
steered
roll?
clear of a lot of society for a while, so...
I thought you said in your backstory that that you and your family were seized by elves.
Did I? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I did. Yes.
Wick used to
Yeah.
live on the outskirts of Neladur within a rather run-down old house at least a few miles from the nearest town. He and his family were self-sufficient,
Yes,
peaceful
yeah.
farmers, blah blah blah. The
I forgot about that.
farm was seized by elves. During this, neither the Wick's parents or siblings were able to escape, but with Wick being as stealthy as he could be, he managed to get away. It's unknown whether the other members of his family are alive or dead, but Wick holds hope that maybe to one day
It's
rescue them.
60-10, so that's...
So yeah,
7,
you want to...
I
32, 39,
forgot about
plus
that.
33
But
before,
yes.
and that was my first attack.
Awesome. So fun. So yes, you're just watching these elves.
Yes.
Yay. Raquel, flying far above. Presumably, unless you've come down.
Um,
What would you
I feel like
for?
I've at least initially touched down in the camp for this, but she also
Oh, so 3
isn't
more.
super sure what to look for. I mean, like, out of character, the first thing that I thought of is, like, she at least definitely didn't even get a short rest or anything
So
yet,
that's a natural 20.
so she should be tired, so she'd be like, where are we sleeping? Or if anything, she would just, like,
Oh, no,
again, fly onto a roof again and be like, okay, well, gonna nest down here, get nice and comfy,
If you're okay, I'll roll that now then before I roll the...
Okay.
sleep for a while everyone's doing whatever else.
Okay. So you're going to take a short rest up on a roof? Or are you going to fall fully asleep?
I don't know, I guess
It
fall
might
fully
take
asleep unless someone wakes her up, since, like, it's late.
It is late, yeah.
It's late
No
and there's
creep.
nothing really pressing right now, so there's no reason for her to stay awake.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that and hopefully nothing attacks. Or something. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. So the so you fall asleep, and Scott continues to forge blanks that the weaponsmith can later work on, and Bloob meditates with several of the other hunters and then spars a little with them, does some target practice, stuff like that. And Wick, I'm presuming, continues to creep on the classroom.
He's just gonna continue observing. Eventually he's just gonna stop and go to sleep somewhere within the town.
So that's 56 total.
Okay. What's your plan?
Oh,
You're
no,
gonna look
plus
for
20,
a tavern
so-
or a bunkhouse? Or
No,
you're
he's
just
just
going
gonna fall asleep on the floor.
just fall asleep on the floor. All right, cool. And so Raquel's the first to go to sleep, then Wick. As the sky begins to brighten, the half-dwarven smith puts down his tools and says, "All right, sun's coming up. Let's go to bed."
Sounds like a plan.
I've got a spare bed. If you want.
Hello? Hear me?
Yeah, he said we've got a spare bed if you want to use it.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, for some reason my internet cut out there.
Hi. Please. Sorry.
So it's a nocturnal camp?
You're fine.
Appears to be.
Drink some water.
She's gonna. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and likewise, Blue will be told as the sky begins to brighten. All right, time to go to bed. Everyone, to the bunks, quickly.
Luke goes to the bunks. And his sleeping is very, very similar to his meditation.
Just bloop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You probably pour off the bed.
Yeah.
All right. So, time passes, and the first one to wake when it's would be Raquel. The sun's high in the sky, and the camp is completely quiet.
Okay.
There's
Well,
some dinosaurs shuffling around, but no sign of any people.
Alright, so she's going to do her usual prayers to Serenita first. And then I guess she'll start just exploring the camp. Like, I feel like she'd want food first, so she's going to be like, okay, where's like a larder, kitchen, something.
All the houses are closed, all the shops are closed.
So it's basically like a ghost town camp right now.
Yeah, except you can hear people snoring.
Okay, well, Raquel's just gonna be nosy as hell. Like, there have to be public buildings here. She's just gonna start wandering in them.
Most of them are closed.
I'm back.
Like, all of them are closed and locked.
Barred, yes.
Ah. Does this camp also have any agriculture or anything like that?
Yeah, there are some plots of land that are used to grow veg and herbs and other plants.
Okay. She's gonna go into the agriculture area, but she's actually going to like. She's not gonna try to eat the vegetables. She is going to basically be eating like the bugs and stuff on it, like more or less tending to the garden almost, but getting rid of like
bugs and
like the
worms and other
pesky
pests.
bugs and the yes.
Yes. Nice.
In true bird fashion.
Okay. As you're walking around the streets, you do see Wick just asleep in the middle of the street.
Just in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, she's gonna poke at him and be like, is he alive?
He's sleeping. He makes the sleep noises.
Ah. Okay, then, let's see.
Do you wake him?
What does she have? In her inventory, she has a blanket, so she's just gonna, like, put the blanket on him and then continue her wandering.
Nice. To the,
Sorry, what?
to the area where they're growing crops so that you can
Oh yeah, she would have probably attacked
Mhm.
the
eat off the bugs.
Yes.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Okay. So while you're having your breakfast, Wick will awake and find that he's been covered with a blanket. What do you do?
Wick will take off the blanket and fold it up neatly and put it into his pack. To give back to whoever's it was.
29.
Raquel 100% stitched her own name onto her blanket. Like,
It
that's
depends
just
on whether or
kind of
not he'd see
what
it.
she is.
Wick will see that, and
Okay.
then when he gets the chance, give it back to Raquel.
Okay.
But he will check around town first to see if anything is open. And seeing that nothing is open, is gonna climb some of the taller trees just to get a sort of lookout point over the surrounding area if he can.
Okay. So, around the there's the fortified sharpened logs wall all the way around the perimeter.
38 damage.
Within that outer wall, there are houses and farms and shops and
38.
Across a river at the top of a mound is a second fortified area that seems to contain just one large building.
Do I recognize what the building could be?
Do you want to do a history check?
28 to hit. Second attack.
Okay, what is my history? -1. That's a 6.
Oh shit, I didn't do sneak attack.
All right.
That's what I did. Fuck.
So, yeah, maybe it's somewhere they keep the prisoners or something away from the rest of the town. Who knows?
19.
My knowledge of history is telling me no, but my character does not know this.
Indeed.
So it's like, better clear steer of that area. Don't want to get in the mix with the prisoners.
If you've guessed that this is a Mott and Bailey style fortification, and that's
Mhm.
and that's the castle, you'd be right.
Yep.
So.
Good old Anglo-Saxon shit.
All right then.
Actually.
So anyway, you've and of course outside there's
5?
forests, and you can see poking through the canopy. In places are other strongholds, most of which are this strange, smooth white stone with
36.
metallic detailing and or ziggurat-style buildings of the beast folk factions, and yeah, you can see that there are several locations where groups have set up themselves as opposing factions with each other.
Wick is gonna try and scan the horizon for anywhere that would be similar to a sort of portal area, like the one that we came in through.
You're trying to see if you can find a portal?
Yep.
Make a perception check.
That is 11.
Nope, you don't see anything that resembles a portal. Not from here.
On me or?
Good to know, good to know. Wick is gonna scale back down the tree that he was on. And just kind of sit around town.
Alright. So yeah, you don't see anybody up and about. You see a few of the dinosaurs futzing around. Until, of course, you come to the crop fields where you see Raquel picking bugs off of leaves and eating them.
Okay.
Wick is gonna hand Raquel the blanket back.
Nice.
She thanks him and goes back to her, technically tending the garden, but in all reality eating the bugs. Breakfast?
Wick is gonna politely decline, and just say, I'm not a fan of crop bugs. They tend to not be the best, in my opinion.
It's still protein and, it helps the crops.
It helps the crops. I just prefer not to eat them.
Okay.
A stegosaurus that seems to be taking a nap looks up at you as if to say, "Stop being noisy," and then puts its head down again. What'd you do?
Like, if anything, Raquel will, poof a little in indignation and be like, okay, fine. And then, just go back to
Picking bugs.
her bug snacking. Yep. Or, how long has she been eating bugs? Would she be full yet?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, they're not very filling, and just eat a lot of them, and sometimes it can be tricky to track them. So yeah, you've just been grazing on bugs for the better part of a couple of hours.
Curse.
Okay.
It started to
know,
rain again.
She was an early bird, so presumably she got the worm by this point.
Oh heck yeah! All right, but it's still bright sunshine outside. Still no sign of people. You hear distant noises of combat far away, but this little town is peaceful.
Okay. Raquel's gonna go up in the air, get a bird's eye view, just see what's going on in the general area. Beyond, to see if she could, since she doesn't know that Wick already did a check, so
Yeah, go
so that
ahead.
she can also establish what's around.
Yeah.
If
Go on.
Raquel is going up and Wick can see, Wick will ask her, since Raquel can perceive...
Fly higher.
Wick thinks Raquel can fly higher and is just going to ask if you can see any... Wick's going to ask if you can you see if you are able to see any portal towers?
Mm-hmm.
Do you just want to go up too?
I tried to see it earlier, but I didn't have that good
She's
advantage. I think
she's offering to carry you.
yeah, this is Wick just saying that he tried to go up earlier, didn't really have that much of a vantage point. But he thinks Raquel will have a better viewpoint regardless.
Right. Yeah, she'll be like, okay, I'll look, and just kind of clicks her beak in a friendly way, and then goes up in the air. And I assume roll perception.
Yes, please.
All right, my perception is for free.
And you got a 50-foot of flying.
11.
You don't see much of anything either. Well, at least not in terms of a portal.
Okay.
You see the layout of the town, you see the trees around it, you see the other strongholds from the other groups. in the distance, but nothing that looks like a portal tower.
Okay, yeah, then she'll come back down and let Wick know that he wasn't able to see a portal, and I assume, like, no tower, like, before that leads to a portal, so...
Mm-hmm.
Wick will nod in acknowledgement.
Okay. In the meantime, Scott and Bloob at each of their locations will be beginning to wake up, feeling like you've had more than enough sleep. It looks like it's somewhere in the afternoon outside. What do you do?
Going to look around to see if anyone else is awake.
Nope. Everyone else in your bunk room is still sound asleep, snoring away. The curtains closed, blankets up to their chins. Some of them even have face masks on and nightcaps. Even the gorilla, who's on a much bigger bed, of course.
Where's the gorilla at?
He's asleep too.
Yeah. Alright.
What do you want to do?
Go outside and explore.
Okay, so you leave the bunkhouse. Close the door or leave it open?
Close the door.
Alright. And then open the outer door into the beautiful sunny day. And see a town that's completely empty, except for dinosaurs. Most of whom are napping as well. Scott.
Yep.
So when you wake up in the guest room of the Dwarven Smith, what do you do?
I'm going to tinker around with my ring again and just put another effect on it.
Okay.
This time it smells like berries.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm gonna leave and just have a look around.
Mm-hmm. So you'd soon see Raquel flying overhead and Blue also roaming the streets, looking around. But no sign of any of the citizens of the town.
I'm gonna look for my dinosaur.
You're gonna look for your dinosaur.
Yep.
Okay. You're was it Deinonychus you were riding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's in the stables close to the main entrance. He seems happy to see you.
I'm going to give him head pats.
You hear snoring from under a pile of hay.
Like people snoring or
People snoring.
yeah, I'll go check it out.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Like, is it under the hay or is it just somebody?
They're not.
There.
They're not on the hay. You can hear the snoring from underneath the hay.
I'll. No, that's none of my business. They sleep how they want to sleep.
All right.
It'd be rude for me to wake them up.
Okie dokie.
I mean, as long as it's like snoring and I like haggard, dying sounds or something.
Nope, he seems to be sound asleep. Just completely covered from head to toe in straw and hay.
I mean, I guess I could like just dust the hay off him or something.
So, you're gonna clear some of the area around his face, or?
Yeah, sure, why not?
He as you clear the straw away from his face, he slowly opens his eyes, and then opens his eyes wide in panic, and says, "No, no! Cover me up! Cover me up!"
I will stop and cover him up with the hay again, I guess.
Thank you.
Why are you under the hay exactly?
'Cause it's blight out. Duh.
Damn it!
What?
My car's windows are open. Shit!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Every session, it rains with you guys. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, so, what's about? Oh yeah, so you guys don't, or you don't like the white?
So.
Why are you out in it? Go find somewhere to hide. Quickly. Before you start getting sun blisters.
Sun blister. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, sure. Does the barn have a door, or the stable have a door or something?
Does no, it doesn't. It's an open stable, which is why he's completely under the hay.
Alright, I'm gonna try to find like a little shady spot to hide, air quotes.
Okay.
That makes that a 20 then.
Alright, so in the meantime, what's everyone else up to?
Boob's going to just meditate in the front yard.
Nice.
Okay.
He's doing what he's told.
What's Wick up to right now?
Wick is scavenging outside of the town to see if there's any loose grains in the grass.
Rather than picking the grains in the field?
Well, that's the town stuff. He wants to see if there's any not owned things.
Okay. And Raquel?
Raquel doesn't know what to do, so she's gonna go up to Wick and be like, "What you doing?"
Grabbing some grain.
Do you
Yes.
need a grain buddy?
If you want to accompany me with grabbing grain, then you're welcome to.
Okay, yeah. Raquel's gonna join that, but she's also just gonna, like, pick up random things that she feels are cool as well.
Wick is also
Especially
going
if
to be
something
picking
is
up
shiny.
shiny rock.
What was that, Wick?
Wick is also going to be picking up shiny rocks.
What, seriously?
Shiny rocks. Okay.
Shiny things, bright things.
This one's smooth. Yeah, actually.
Jesus, alright.
As you're digging around, you will see a rock that doesn't look shiny at first.
So is he dead
But as you-
or still here?
Flip it over looking for other stuff, you see that it's been cracked in half and the interior of the stone glows.
Like a geode or like uranium?
Like
Anybody else want to try and attack me while
a
we're
light
here?
bulb, really.
To
It
the
gives off-
shiny.
It gives off radiant light. It gives off light.
Wick's just gonna show this to Raquel and be like, is this the thing that caused the laser guns to do their thing?
Raquel is also going to admire the shiny,
Mm-hmm.
but she has no idea if it's the thing that does the laser thing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like these two interacting with this rock almost looks like, when, like, monkeys get, like, a new toy or something, just, like, looking around.
Shoot leopard.
Accurate.
Fair enough.
Like, do we do, like, an investigate check to figure out what this rock is?
If you want to, do an investigation.
Okay, we're gonna... Alright, she's gonna try to investigate.
So is Wick.
Crystal laser.
Yeah.
This rock holds part of the sun, obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
Obviously part of the
there's a,
sun.
there's a tiny bit of the sun inside this rock.
We have the sun in a rock.
Uh-huh.
The power
There's
of the
only
sun
one
in the
but-
palm of my hands.
Yeah. You have been blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get sneak attack on this door.
So in the meantime, you found a sunstone. Scotty's hiding in the shadows. Bluebee's meditating.
But I mean, until he gets bored, just walks away.
Until he gets bored. Yeah, you walk around in the sun and have no issue. Yeah.
Now he's just kind of thinking, like, what the hell does he mean by sun blisters?
Mm-hmm.
28.
All right. So as you're wandering around, if you're wandering around inside the town, you'll bump into Blue, just being a puddle in front of the Hunter's Lodge. I am Blue, but I am Puddle.
Bloob is puddle.
All right. Will Scott make any attempt to interact with Puddle Bloob,
Yeah, I guess that's what I can do.
or
Yeah, tell ask what the hell is he doing?
Meditating.
Right. You know where the other two went?
Nope.
super useful?
I
as
guess.
Bloob.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I said super useful as always, Bloob.
Yeah, sure, well,
when has Bloob ever been useful?
Yeah. Anyway,
Fish people
fish
and the Kraken.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, at least I know where he's at, so I'm gonna go look for the other two, so I know where they're at.
Alright. So you look around the town a little bit and see no sign of them or anyone else. But as you get close to the gate, and come back towards the stables, you'll probably hear them clucking about the sunstone just outside the gate. What exactly, Raquel and Wick, what do you think he would overhear?
Good question.
Mm,
Would you be arguing about who found the sunstone, or would you still be theorizing on the nature of what the sunstone is, or
Wick would probably be theorizing on what this thing is,
okay?
regardless of what Raquel is saying about it.
Okay. And what is Raquel doing?
Raquel is just very impressed by the sun rock.
Just really impressed by the sun rock.
Yes.
Cool.
Obviously, it's a magical sun rock.
Yeah. Obviously. What else?
From
could
the
it be?
sun,
From the one?
sun god.
From the sun god. Yeah.
It's a gift from Sirenita.
Okay.
Does Sirenita even have access to these planes?
Maybe she does. Duh.
I mean, Raquel's power still works, so she kind of has to.
Yeah, that's true.
You just need to change that.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to imagine
Wait a
if the
minute,
plane
wait a
just
minute.
nerfed my character.
Raquel, are you able to contact your
People are
deity?
Does that mean that the blue trinity can't actually get
I mean, as far as
think he's
Raquel's
a few levels
concerned,
off from
yes,
that.
but as far as what she can actually do, like, her character, she doesn't have the one spell that lets you actually contact your deity yet.
Yeah.
That comes later.
You don't have commune.
Oh, that comes later.
Yeah. But you just pray for your spells every day. So
Yeah.
You could try praying to the deity and seeing if they respond.
That's true.
that's not how that works.
Wick is gonna be like,
basically get unattacked by
you know what? This sunstone thing, mine.
And what would you say to that, Raquel?
Raquel will be sad, but he did find it first.
Fair.
Wick will also say that if he finds a second one, it's yours.
Oh,
Oh,
that's nice. All
I'm
right,
gonna cheers her up a little.
Scott.
Yep.
So yeah, you'd hear them. Would you come out of the main gate and see what it is they're talking about?
Jesus, how?
Yeah. Just, what the hell are you two doing?
Hey, we found a stone with the power of the sun.
Okay.
And
I just
Wick is
don't look at
gonna
them like they're
show him
stupid.
the stone.
All right. So they show you the stone, and sure enough, the interior of the stone is giving off a radiant light similar to what you saw inside the laser weapons.
Hmm. This does appear to be a sunstone. I guess I'll just give it back to Wick.
Wick will take it back without hesitation. But will
Mine.
thank Scott for giving it back. And
Well,
we'll
there's
say
no
that
point in me keeping it.
he's also just
You
going to
found
say
it.
that the second one that we find is going to Raquel, but if we find a third one, you can have it.
Oh, no, that I do appreciate the offer, but that's fine. I technically already have two.
How do you respond to him saying he technically already has to?
Can I have one?
He's gonna blink and be like, "You've had the power of the sun all this time, and we didn't know."
Oh, no, I think you technically used it. I'm unaware if they actually fired any of the laser rifles, so I just assumed they had.
Wick did not. Wait, no, Wick
Well,
did.
I'm gonna assume you have.
Raquel's
Just sort
just
of-
confused, like... What,
He's
what do
gonna
you
pull
mean
out
there's-
the non-lethal rifle that he has and just show them that the light beam is, and explain. He'll try his best to explain it to them.
This is a laser weapon, not a sun rock. Where's the sun rock?
Yeah, where's the sun rock?
He's explaining to you how the laser rifle works
Yes,
and
but
how
hold
the
on.
sun rock plays a part in the laser rifle.
Yeah, I think they want to see it. They want you to open up the laser rifle and show you the sun, and show them the sunstone.
I don't
inside
believe
it.
there's a sun rock in there. It's just a shooty thing. How can it contain the sun?
Whatever. And he's gonna pop it open and just show them the mechanisms.
Nice.
And he's gonna point to
Raquel's
this
going
one
to
in
reach
particular.
for
He's
it.
like, this is the sunstone.
Could Raquel try to take out the sunstone?
Yoink.
You
Just
could
to
try.
admire the shiny.
Sleight of hand.
Alright, let's go, Dex check. Let's do.
They're going to break it!
8.
Nope.
Aw.
You try. Scott notices. Slaps your hand away.
No. Bad bird.
She just clicks her beak at him. Like, in a way where you can tell that she's not happy.
What did you say, Wick?
Wick's gonna try and take it as well.
I'll go on then. Ha! Scott slams the outer casing closed as you reach in for it, and you get your fingers trapped in the as he closes it, and you take 1 point of damage.
Wick is going to squawk slightly.
Seriously, did either of your mothers not teach you to keep your hands to yourself?
They
You
tossed
had a
them out.
mother?
They dropped them out of the desk. That's all. I think they fell on their heads when they first tried to
You're not-
fly.
You're not there. You're still meditating, remember?
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, that's what the stone in this plane seems to be primarily used for. I'm pretty sure we can use it for something else. I have to think about that one. He's just going to put the rifle away.
Okay.
But sure, if you guys find any more of those stones, you're free to keep them. I have too, so I don't really need any extra ones yet.
Yay.
So getting my hands on a bigger one might be a good idea.
Well, that is one of the notable things about the cracked in half geode that they found. It's about, well, it would have been about the size of a baseball, but it's cracked in half. Whilst the piece that was in your rifle is about ball bearing sized.
Ball theory?
Ball bearing.
Ball bearing.
Oh, bearing.
Yes. Marble-sized. How's that?
Yeah.
The power of the sun in a marble.
Mm-hmm. Small enough to stick up your nostril if you wanted.
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
There's sunlight shining out of your nose. All right.
Your brain takes 4d8 of radiant damage.
All right.
But yeah, no, he's not going to bother taking their piece because, again, they found it. He's not going to take it from them.
Okay.
What is your AC currently?
Wiki's gonna go scavenging for more seeds and especially more sun rocks.
All right. Make a perception. Or survival, whichever you prefer.
Raquel is also going to join in the search for sun rocks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
That's a 19.
Nice.
22!
22.
Wow. Nice.
You both come
Raquel is
across,
on a
Can I
mission.
see her? Because I have true sight.
you both come across a patch of earth that looks like it's been recently overturned. Do you want to dig?
Oh.
Wiki's gonna try and dig.
I'll sit there and watch him dig, I guess.
We are digging now for these sun rocks.
Also digging with his hands.
You find
I mean,
She's gonna
that's
scratch
possible.
with her talons.
you both find a stash of sunstones, some of which still in geode form, others cracked, and others processed into smaller gems, similar to the ones found. But yeah, basically, you open up this as you're digging away at the soil. Light shines out of the hole.
Raquel starts freaking out in happiness.
He's just like, oh, sun rocks, woo.
Why have they been?
Can I use my mage hand to snatch one of the rocks from them?
Sure.
Or find one to be precise.
Another one that's already been machined to fit in a rifle, basically.
Yeah.
Sweet. And do you have? Are you a arcane trickster rogue?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
So it's technically
you can
invisible.
invisibly snatch. But yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check with your invisible mage hand. DC's lower, of course, because it's invisible. Not that you needed it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. You snag a couple of smaller stones with your mage hand.
I'll rage.
Okay, with her passive perception, she doesn't pick up on it at all, so Raquel is
Not against the
Wait.
23. You don't.
Neither does the witch.
Yeah. Neither of us
Correct.
notice. We're too
So
too busy looking at all the other shiny rocks to notice like the few processed ones going away.
Wait, you said I picked up a couple?
Because you got a 23, so I imagine you know. Easily,
Okay,
easily.
I'm gonna stow them
Jeez.
except for, I say, one.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
And I just sort of have it in my hand and just sort of thinking, like, wait, why are there refined ones here?
Why are they buried outside the camp?
Things not adding up. And he's still just thinking about the whole, freak out in the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, if you two are done playing in the dirt, you really should go get lube.
Okay, Raquel is at least going to take some of the shinies with her.
Yeah, Wiki's gonna take quite a few with him as well.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
stuff your pockets with shiny rocks.
Yes.
I'm I mean, obviously, I see what they're doing. I'm going to advise you guys not to take all of those.
I mean, Wick's not going to take all of them.
Yeah, just some.
Alright. Are you going to rebury the ones you don't take? Or are you going to leave them
Well, yes,
shining
we have to
again?
hide them from other people, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
This is now our Sunrock stash.
Actually, Wick's going to just say, hey, why don't we hide them
Somewhere
20
else?
feet to the left?
They're
Ooh, yes. Okay, so she's gonna start digging and then help with the reburying.
Okay. So as you imagine, so Bloob, they're all gone for a while. Do you stop meditating and go looking for them, or do you still stay sat outside the Hunter's Lodge?
Still stay set outside the Hunter's Lodge.
Of course you do. All right.
Well, I mean, eventually, once we do this, I am trying to get everybody to come back to where Bloop's at.
All right. By the time they stop, the sky is beginning to darken. And you can hear people moving around inside their homes.
Oh, is it 2d10? Oh no, I have been only 2d10.
So, you go back over to Bloob.
Yep.
Wick's going to finish gathering the seeds he can and then follow the rest of them.
Fair enough.
And he's going to eat the seeds whilst he heads back.
Yeah, so you've got a handful of like wild berries and
So,
grains
how many am I rolling?
that you were nibbling on as you return into the town.
Can you
Also, as we're returning, I'm just going to look at Wick and Raquel and like, make sure you don't show those stones to anyone, please.
I'm confused now.
Why
We know,
not?
we don't want them to steal the shiny.
Why not? They're sunstones, aren't they cool?
Aren't they cool?
Well, yeah, they're cool, but I don't think it's a good idea to be showing the people around here sun stones. I don't know why, but they don't seem to like the sun.
That's a bit odd. What's not to like
He's
about
also
the
going to
sun?
mention the fact that the guy mentioned something about blisters and whatever.
Mm-hmm. So you tell
Well,
them.
that is odd. Yeah, maybe we don't show these guys the sunstone.
He doesn't know if it's everybody in the village, but the fact that the village is empty during the day, he just make an educated guess and it might be everybody.
It might. Mm-hmm.
So he still doesn't know why.
No, none of you do. None of you have any clue why.
Not a clue.
So. Anyway, so you return to Bloop, who is still just sitting on the ground in the middle of the street in front of the Hunter's Lodge. Like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Doing his
We're
best
just gonna
impression
go
of
up
a
to
puddle.
Bloob and say, "Hey Bloob, we found sun rocks.
Rock? What are they for?
Uh,
Uh,
They have the power of the sun."
What?
They're shinies.
Can I have one?
Can I have one?
82 then?
Wick, you're gonna feel something hit you across the head.
What is being hit across my head?
My hand.
She's like, what was that for?
What part of
You
don't
literally-
mention the rocks do you not
literally
understand?
just told you not to show anybody.
Okay, but it's Bloob. We know Bloob.
Can I has rock?
Later.
Long.
Apparently they're meant to be kept secret, so, later.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
I
Keep
can
it
keep
Sunrock.
it secret and safe.
Raquel would just be like, mine. Like, she and Sharon.
We'll, show you the stash
So
later.
I've just killed Blue Attain.
Alright.
Okay. I have one more attack? Yeah, I will kill it. I'll shoot
Okay.
it then.
Yeah, apparently according to Scott, some of the people here don't like the sun, so...
You are not my flint. You are...
So, Blue, do you tell them about who you've met and what they were like?
Yeah. I met this weird person. He was covered in hair and didn't speak much.
He was going in there and didn't speak.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then this lady told me to sit like this for multiple hours.
Does 29 hit?
It's a bit odd. Why do you have
Called
to
it
sit like that?
meditating.
Better what now?
Meditating.
Medicating?
Meditate.
Yeah.
Medicating.
It's nice and calming.
It's nice.
Yeah, well, if you enjoy it, I guess.
Whatever.
Seems like a bit of a waste of time to me.
Though I keep eating the dirt underneath me, it sucks.
45 damage.
You keep
Is he dead?
eating the dirt?
Because he's a
Oh, hang on.
plasmoid, so he absorbs the
Divine
dirt.
Fury.
Yep, and when they're not focusing, they'll eat anything around them, so...
Now, those of you who have a
8.
insight of maybe 2 or higher might realize that the dinosaurs regularly poop and piss all over these streets.
Hmm.
Raquel is just watching in dawning horror.
Was that insight? Or,
Insight.
like, passive insight? Or...
Well, yeah, so it would be a passive insight of at least 12.
Ah. Wick does
I
not
do-
have that.
Yeah. So, for yeah, that's why I said if your insight is at least a +2, that would make your passive insight a 12 because your passive is 10 plus your modifier. So, but not all the character sheets just tell you what your passive insight is. You see.
I think that's everything I can do.
So.
Yeah, in the character she only has passive perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, sorry.
Okay.
I've done-
So, Raquel, are you going to suggest that Bloob get up off the ground, or are you just going to let him sit there soaking up dino dung?
I'm not going to, don't worry.
Yeah, she'd suggest that he no longer meditate directly on the ground.
Why?
Okay.
Where do you think the dinosaurs use the bathroom?
Oh, I know that already. He got an passive insight of 15.
Yep.
But there's
All
nowhere
right.
else to sit other than the buildings, and I'll eat the floor.
Then maybe eat the floor rather than eat dino dung.
Yeah,
Dino
Raquel
Duke.
just gives up.
No Dino Dookie.
It's gonna be like, is it tasty to you?
How does the poop taste, Bloob?
I've had better. It really depends on the diet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Lube stands up and so goes, "What's the plan then?"
Mhm.
Have to be.
It's like I said before. It's beginning to darken outside. Sun's getting real low.
So that's.
Well, if my hunch is correct, I assume everybody come out soon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really get much done at this rate.
I mean, we just got here. What did you expect? For the gods to come down and be like, "Hey, this is what you need to do."
Not
Do you guys
really.
wanna look for
Never
a
much of
tower?
a divine intervention kind of guy.
What did Raquel say?
Oh, she asked if everyone wanted to, like, try and look for a tower, or if we're just gonna, like, hang out.
Sure,
Now-
why not?
Oh,
Probably be a good idea.
by the way, Raquel, when you were flying around, you did notice that this is.
Yeah.
That the main town is within a ring of sharpened logs wall, but there's also, like, separated by a river, on the other side of a river, a mound with a similar fortification around a single large building.
Ooh. Okay, well, she'd, relay that to the party.
And of course,
It's
Wick,
just
you already.
gonna say.
Yeah, go on.
We're just gonna say. I think that might be where they keep prisoners. So maybe we don't go there.
Uh-huh.
No, let's just storm it. Nothing can go wrong.
If you say so.
By this point, it's dusk and people are beginning to open their shutters and
And play Tracy.
yeah, begin their early morning routines. Bonjour.
Why are you going so late?
Late? What do you mean? It's early. We just got up.
Yeah, it's pretty late for us. You're wasting daylight.
Or he looks at his wrist but has nothing on there. It's been up for a while. Guys only got up when it came down.
What are you talking about?
The sun.
Yeah, the sun.
You guys were out in the sun?
Yeah, for a couple of
Wait, are you new here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Do you guys not like the sun or something?
Well, no.
Why don't you like the sun?
Would you like something that makes you come out in blisters?
What's a blister?
What's a blister? Have you ever been... No, I don't suppose you would have. I don't think you've ever been burned, have you?
Not that I can think of.
Not that you can think of. Okay. Have you ever seen liquid boil?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, imagine that, except instead of a liquid, it's a person's skin. And it hurts.
He's going to try to mimic it with his skin as best as possible.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Though it doesn't actively bubble like that. Just imagine that there's a few bubbles on the surface. Glistening and painful. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we had that where we were from. You just didn't stay out in the sun too long.
Yeah. It's easier just to stay inside.
Well, not really. It's more dangerous at night, and there's more annoying bugs at night.
Annoying bugs?
Yeah, do you guys not get, like, really loud, buzzy bugs at night?
Not really. The dinosaurs eat most of them.
That makes sense.
So, what brings you to us then? Are you new to this plane or just to our town?
Plain.
Kind of both. We've been in the plane a little bit now, but not much.
Have you met any of the other clans?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah, they're idiots. Ours is the only true way.
True way of what?
Living in harmony. They're so foolish that they trust the light. They use it in their weapons. Can you imagine? Using something that can make your skin burn?
I mean, I've seen people use worse than that in their weapons.
I don't want to know. It's barbaric, if you ask
Is
me.
he talking about the guns we used?
I think they're talking about that. I'm talking about other things.
What kind of weapons are worse than sunstones?
Have you seen things that melt the skin off your bones?
Oh, yeah. If you stand out long enough.
Okay, but imagine that being really, really quick and 10 times more painful.
Ooh.
Like my dragon right here. My Drake right here.
Yeah, like your Drake right here.
Yeah, like that Drake that you just remembered existed.
I thought, well, that's not a dinosaur? I mean, it
No,
looks,
it's
does
like
look
a-
unusual, but...
Kind of small dragon thing.
What's a dragon?
It's like a
Overgrown
giant
lizard.
dinosaur that breathes different elemental
Is it an
powers.
overgrown lizard?
Yeah.
Because to be fair, this is a Drake, not a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is they don't have wings.
It's not the only difference. Okay. Well, I make candles.
Well, candles are cool.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, even those can kind of be very bad to people.
Yeah, those can burn your house down.
Yeah, but they don't. Unless you pour hot wax all over your skin, it doesn't
58.
cause
If
blisters.
you accidentally leave one attended and it ends up getting near some straw, it can cause a massive fire.
Why would you do that? It's foolish.
I don't know, people are inattentive.
Well, we're not. We're.
To be fair, fire in general is kind of dangerous.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Very true. Well, we tend to be careful with how we use it.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing. You guys seem to have your heads on right, unlike the others.
Of course we do. We try to teach them, but they don't listen.
Also, you mentioned like blisters and stuff from the sun. I've heard that walking can give you blisters, but you still do that.
It's not the same. Walking too far won't make the skin slough off entirely. Walking too much won't make you burn to ash.
I don't know, I've seen some pretty bad walking injuries.
Does the sun just immediately burn you, or is this like an overtime thing?
Look, just the longer you're here, the more you'll feel its effects. It'll start.
When you say here, do you mean the plane or this camp?
I don't know about the rest of the plane, although I have heard rumors that they go out during the day, and they sleep at night, which is really strange.
I mean, not really.
Most people sleep at night.
But doesn't it burn?
No. I mean, if you stay out too long, which is like several hours, then it starts to, maybe. Yeah, like, some people can even go days without really needing to go inside.
Wow.
It somewhat depends on genetics, somewhat depends on just how harsh the sun is at that day. But generally, it's no shorter than at least a few hours.
Suppose the feathers help you. That'll keep the sun off.
The what?
Your feathers.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm also talking about people who are featherless.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you must come from a strange plane.
No, really. I mean, I'm also talking about the other camps as well here.
I don't know. I just know that the sun's dangerous, and we shouldn't go out in it. Neither should you.
The sun's no more dangerous than those wheat fields back there.
What's wrong with the wheat fields?
Nothing. That's why I'm saying the sun's no more dangerous than them.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were telling me that there was something...
No, I'm making an analogy, because the wheat fields are absolutely harmless, and so's the sun.
Good, because we need something to feed our dinosaurs.
Well, as interesting as this 20 questions is, I think I have to get back to the forge.
Okay. Good luck with that. Hope the heat doesn't get too much for you.
It's fine. And Scott's
Scott's gonna what?
just going.
Hello?
jog off.
You're,
Like,
You're gonna jog
you're breaking
off.
up a bit.
Okay.
yeah.
Jog
Yeah,
on.
we're just gonna be, you know, one of these days you're gonna just experience the sun for yourself, and you'll see that it's not that bad.
I wish I could be as
In the
confident.
meantime, you do you.
Okay. So you're just letting her go about her business of setting up her candle shop. Yeah?
Yep. Actually, no, Wick's just gonna say, hey, you know those candles put out the same light as the sun?
No, they don't. Well, deception.
Yeah, they do. Deception.
Well, in terms of intensity, it's not. Plus, I mean, obviously your character wouldn't know this, but the light from the sun is a result of a fusion reaction, not from fire.
Wick doesn't know this. Wick thinks it's just the same fire.
Yeah.
So deception, yeah?
Yes. Although I suppose if you actually believe it, it's not deception, it's persuasion.
I mean, they're both the same modifier, so it doesn't really matter, but Wick is trying to actually persuade.
Fair. I don't know why. Why he's on this particular crusade, but why he's so pro-sun, but 15.
Yeah, I'm sending Flint away.
Wick likes the sun, it's nice and warm.
But what about all the people that have been destroyed by it? I mean, that can't all be lies, can it?
Destroyed?
Yes.
What does Tracy count as again?
Destroyed. Haven't you heard the stories? Oh, you're not here long. You haven't been here long, have you? Well, talk to some of the elders. Maybe they'll be able to tell you the stories better than I can.
And I will just.
Wick's just gonna say, you know, the other tribes are out in the sun for ages and they're fine. I don't see any of them getting destroyed by the sunlight. It's really not that scary.
Does a 27 hit?
Okay, well, maybe maybe you can show me sometime.
I mean, if you wanna stay out for sunrise tonight, I'll show you that.
I don't know. I might. We'll see. The idea is terrifying to me, but if you're sure that it won't hurt me, and you'll be there to protect me,
I am positive you will be fine. And I will protect you if anything bad does happen.
okay. Okay. You gonna meet me back here at
Yeah, I'll meet you back here at sunrise. Or just before.
Okay. See you at Dayfall.
Yep.
And she goes about her business of opening up her candle shop. What are you doing next?
No. Well, 1d8 is radiant. So
Anybody?
4 radiant.
We're going to go
Wick's
back to
gonna
the hunting
follow along.
training.
You go. What was Bloob trying to say?
I'm going to go back to the training area.
The hunting lodge?
Yeah.
30 to hit.
Okay. Raquel?
Wick's gonna follow Raquel with whatever Raquel does.
Alright. What's Raquel doing?
Let's see. I mean, she hasn't really explored the town when other people were out. So I guess it's just going to be exploring for her. Or did she overhear when the one candle shop lady said to talk to the elders about, people being burned up by the sun?
Yes. Yes.
She's gonna try to find these elders to be like, why do they all fear the sun? Because this sounds very vampire-y.
You think?
Extremely vampire-y.
Wick's just gonna be like, what's a vampire?
I'm not sure she's saying that in character, but...
Hmm.
But if she does mention it, Wick has no idea what one of those is.
Okay.
So yeah, she's gonna... I don't know if they meet in like a big building or something, but she's gonna look for whatever looks like the most official looking building. And hope that she finds elders.
Nothing in the town
48.
looks like all the buildings in the town look like relatively small homes and shops, and it's a fairly compact little town.
Okay.
The biggest building you know of is the one that Wick already told you is probably a prison.
Tracy,
keep all the
kill
bad
Tracy.
Okay, then I guess we'll just ask someone which way to the elders.
Oh, the elders are in the great hall up on the hill.
The Great Hall.
Yes,
Which
Okay.
hill?
yes, the one on the other side of the river.
Oh, that one? That's not a prison?
A prison? No.
I don't know, it kind of looks like a prison from this side.
What do we have need of for prisons? If anyone breaks the law, we just stake them out in the sun.
And that immediately does something?
Well, not immediately. Takes a little while.
Like how much is a while
Well, depends.
that you've witnessed?
That I've witnessed. Probably about, I don't know. Yeah, I would say a minute.
Okay, out of character, seeing as Raquel as a cleric has turn undead, all that sort of stuff,
You do a religion check.
does she just automatically know about she should automatically know about vampires, right? Does she? Yes or no?
Yeah, but do a religion check for me.
No, right, I'm gonna roll that religion check.
Like,
13.
Yeah. This sounds very vampire-y. Because you know that they are hypersensitive to sunlight and will burn if exposed to direct sunlight.
Okay. Huh.
Huh.
Alright, well, yeah, she's gonna turn to Wick and just quietly be like, I'm
Dice box.
pretty sure these are vampires.
Are you doing
we-
this quietly?
Yes.
Wick is going to, at regular volume, just be like, "What's a vampire?"
What's a vampire?
Shut up.
How does Scott and Bloob respond to this?
What's wrong with vampires?
What's wrong with vampires?
Man, I thought Scott left already.
Where did you go? Sorry.
No, remember I was going to head to the forge, unless this
Oh, right,
happened
yes,
before I
yes.
actually walked off.
Yes, you're at the forge. Sorry. Yes. You're at forge.
I mean, technically, there's not really much inherently wrong with vampires, assuming they have intelligence and aren't going to immediately try to eat you. But there is still that whole issue of, usually they try to eat you.
It wouldn't be the first time someone's tried to eat me.
Didn't you offer up some of yourself as like a food thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, for that troll in the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
There's a food
Knowing
thing.
Tracy, she'll know that you're on the ground and trying to pick him up. It's not.
So anyway, what's a vampire?
It's a type of undead.
What's an undead?
A living corpse that usually doesn't have a soul or anything. It's just a reanimated corpse.
It's just becoming an
So
extra.
like a dead person that came back alive?
Not quite. Since you can restore a person to life, but this isn't that.
Why is it
Hmm.
not life?
Why is it not life? Love it.
I mean, out of character, I thought the distinction was undead don't really have souls or anything, but
the undead don't have souls anymore. Well, all right. So the in the case of a vampire, the person has died usually by being fed on by a vampire until they've got no blood left, and then they're buried, and during the first night that they're buried, a necrotic spirit enters their body, and then they wake up the next night as a vampire.
Are they the same person though, or is it the necrotic spirit?
They have all the memories of the person that they're inhabiting, but no, their soul is gone. Anything that was who they were is dead. And if that soul that moves on happens to not move on and stick around, it's possible for a vampire to be haunted by their own ghost.
Anthony, can I use primal awareness?
You're just going to turn primal awareness on?
Yeah. At the mention of undead.
Mm-hmm.
There shouldn't be any in the dragon plane. Not dragon. Dinosaur plane.
Why shouldn't there be?
Because they don't seem like the magic caster type here. In his eyes.
Alright. Not only do you feel several pings in the buildings around you and as anybody passes you, but you're also become aware of several spirits hanging in the air above you.
Interesting. They're everywhere, guys.
What? Everywhere. What is? Why are
He's just
undead
going to
not
point out a
just
few random
life?
people. that have the.
So, do you want?
Wick is still just as confused as he was when he started this conversation.
You still want to go see the elders? I'm sure they'll be dying to meet you.
Hmm.
Sure.
Perhaps they'll even have you for dinner.
It's just gonna be like, oh, what did we be eating?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be some fancy banquet.
Hmm. Okay, well, Raquel no longer has a reason to see the elders since, yeah, we've confirmed that these are vampires, they're undead, and she doesn't want to be eaten today or
Wick
any other day.
just still has no idea what an undead or vampire is and why it's different to life. And is just gonna say, hey, if there's gonna be like a fancy dinner, shouldn't we go? That sounds kind of cool.
Okay, yeah, Raquel's just gonna pull Wick to the side and have like an explain it like he's 5 moment to be like, here's what
Is it-
vampires and undead are.
Do you
Blue
want?
has a child personality, and he also knows what a vampire is.
That's okay. So, yeah.
Apparently, Wick just knows that they are alive, but not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, she's gonna try to explain the whole like
Yes.
this is basically just a walking corpse.
So Raquel,
It's not a person anymore.
since you're having to explain what this means to him, you're basically teaching him.
Yes.
You have to be able to deliver the information in a way that he can comprehend. So, could you do a performance check to see how well you do that?
Oh no. D20 minus 1.
Ooh, that's your dump stat.
5.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Wick, you probably don't get it.
Goddamn.
Can I try explaining it?
Sure.
No better.
Not great. No.
Okay, Raquel's gonna be like, okay, just the explanation doesn't matter. Just know that we should probably leave.
But food.
I'm hungry.
We're gonna become the food if we stay too long.
Vampires are bloodsuckers. How are they supposed to eat me?
Yeah, you're fine. You're safe.
Okay, yeah, you good. The rest of us are not.
I don't know. I've heard
There is a really easy way
eating blood
to
tastes
check
pretty bad.
to check for sure if the people walking around you. I mean, it's night at the moment, but
No, we're not pulling out the sunstone.
why not?
Because Blue doesn't have his yet.
No, fair enough. Do you want to go get Wick? Go get Scott and tell him what's going on, what you've discovered.
Yes.
Okay. So you go to the forge, and the smith is hammering away. Turning one of the blanks into a dart. And of course, Scott is working away at the smelter. Hey, your friends are here.
Yeah, I was wondering how long it would take them to get here.
Oh, you were expecting them, were you?
Mind if I take a break?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. So, what's up? What's going on?
There's a banquet.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Okay, we're up.
yeah. The
Yeah,
elders are having a banquet or something.
No. Raquel will interject and try her best to explain the whole, like, these are probably vampires based upon all of the evidence that we've gotten from people explaining what happens with the sun and whatnot. And we should probably leave.
But banquet.
But
We are the food.
But banquet.
banquet.
Yeah, but Scott's like, yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Also, Wick's just gonna say at the mention of like we're gonna be the banquet, and the fact that at some point blood was mentioned, he's just gonna be like, I've heard people don't like the taste of chicken blood. Maybe Henku blood is the same. Maybe it's not that good.
I can test that.
Well, I mean, either way, can you guys like just not be, well, you for a while? Like, just keep yourselves preoccupied.
But I want to go to the banquet.
So you want to stay in the town of vampires?
I still don't really know what a vampire is.
At least until they go to sleep. Seriously. Do you really think they're just gonna let us walk out of here? Or more importantly, do you think you could take on an entire town if needed?
Fine.
Like I said, even if they are vampires, I'm not really sure what they're planning just yet, and they haven't been hostile. Because, let's be fair, if they wanted to kill us, they would have done it already. So, if you guys want to leave, we'll wait it out. Once the sun rises, they can't exactly stop us.
Yorikal's just gonna throw her hands in the air and just have like a fine moment.
You know, our hearing's pretty good.
Fuck.
So, what do you
Yeah,
what do you think you know?
alright, so apparently you guys are vampires. My party seems to be a little freaked out by that.
I still don't
I
know.
don't
what a
know
vampire
why
really
exactly.
is.
Oh yeah, and this guy doesn't know what a vampire is.
I don't have a problem.
Well, funny thing about this place, no one ever really dies, or at least not for long. So
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So here we get all the. We kind of. We're not really vampires. I mean,
Yeah, not really vampires.
we got the
I'm-
sunlight sensitivity, and we don't need to eat, but
Oh yeah, when you guys are reborn, don't you guys like choose your race?
yeah.
So when you do that, do you just choose a base and then a sub race of vampire?
Kinda.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to be. Want to give it a try?
That sounds neat.
Yeah. You're stronger?
Yeah, Blue, do you want to give it a try?
Oh, he won't. Well, maybe. You'd have to come back in some kind of humanoid form first, I think.
So
I can.
you don't
Isn't
drink
vampirism a
blood?
thing?
Sorry, what?
The disease? Isn't vampirism a disease?
Kinda.
So you don't drink blood?
Sometimes.
No, that's good enough for me. I still don't know what the
Mostly we do it
problem
from
is
the
with
other
that.
clans. When they're sleeping. Because they're stupid enough to sleep at night. Sometimes we even distract, if they do happen to still be up, we'll distract them. Usually by setting their dinosaurs off. And then,
Oh, you mean like the other night?
What
do you mean?
Oh, we came from a clan and one of the dinosaurs got set off.
Yeah, he's just Scott's just gonna kind of reach to his bag. He's like, I assume this might be yours.
Oh, yeah, that's my craftsmanship, all right. Where'd you find this?
In the butt of a triceratops.
Poor thing.
Yeah,
Kicked me in
I did my
the
best to make it not that painful to remove.
Yeah, from the looks of it, it still seemed pretty painful.
I wonder who
That's part of why I wanted to come here. I was hoping you'd be the one to craft these.
I am. Do you want some?
Yeah, I just want to know, could you fit them in the arrowheads, actually?
You want barbed arrowheads instead of barbed darts?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can make you barbed arrowheads.
Shall I just shoot Green Alexander then?
Scott's gonna give like a slight grin at that. It's like, ooh, now we're talking.
How many do you want?
I guess like
23.
10 if you wouldn't mind.
All right. Now,
My plus would kill you then.
I hope you didn't mind. I hope you don't really plan on sneaking around during the day and hurting anyone.
No, they kind of just wanted to leave because they thought you guys were, well, going to hurt us.
Why'd we do that?
I mean,
If we were going to do that, we'd have done it already, wouldn't we?
That's what I was saying. And he's kind of just going to like walk over and kind of whisper, but you know how bird brains are.
26.
Aye.
26.
All right, Feathernecks. What can I do to reassure you that we're okay?
we're just gonna be like, I don't know, you seem pretty chill to me. I don't really care.
I don't got a problem with you guys.
Promise you won't eat me?
Why would I eat you?
And then halved again because I'm resistant to lightning.
Like I said,
Because I was always taught vampires would eat people
So
and drink their blood.
well, what you were taught is a little bit wrong. For first of all, even regular vampires don't eat people. The body needs to be intact for the new vampire. Yeah, they drink blood, but that's just, you know, because it feels good.
I mean, to be fair, that could also just be an aesthetic. I knew an elf who kind of did the same thing.
Drank
I
blood.
never understood why.
Health-wise?
It wasn't so much drinking as, like, just, you know,
56, 7.
pouring it all over her face.
I heard of someone
That's
who
weird.
bathed
Yeah,
in
she was weird.
blood to try
But-
and be young.
Can I still attack Blue?
Like, I was
mean,
just
but
gonna
that's
look
how
at
rich
both of
people
you
are.
like, what is wrong with
That-
these people?
Bathing in blood, that's gonna take a lot of blood. You'd need maybe 8 or 9 people for a bathtub full of blood.
Yeah, apparently it was a big bathtub as well.
That's
There was a blood,
yeah.
blood abomination where I was.
There was a what?
Blood abomination. It looked like me, but it was made of blood.
A blood oozling? Weird.
Yeah.
That sounds very metal, actually.
Yes!
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Just. Actually, what it sounds like. Have you ever had.
Raquel's like a sheltered baby.
Have you ever had a nosebleed while having a cold?
Yeah.
And you sneeze
Yeah.
out those red snots?
Yeah.
I imagine
Just-
blood plasmoid being a red snot.
Just that with, like, a bunch of eyes and probably, like, 6 arms.
We technically don't actually have eyes.
No.
Well, this one would. That would just make it more metal.
Yeah, it's not his. It's not its eyes. It just has eyes.
Yeah, just collects them.
Yeah, they're not even like in where eyes are supposed to be. They just occasionally bubble to the surface and open, and then go back down.
Now it's
Anyway, wait,
now it's
you wanna
beginning to
go
sound
to
like a
the
gibbering
booth?
mouther, but go on.
I think
Oh yeah, oh god, I hate those things.
Yeah, those are wild.
What were you
But
saying?
yeah. So anyway, I don't think they're going to eat us. So I'm pretty sure we're safer here than with some of the other clans. And plus, at least as long as we're here, we don't have to pretend war anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
26.
Wick, you going to come with me?
Just out of curiosity.
To do what?
The elders?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, you're still fixated on the elders.
Hey, there was a feast. I heard feast.
He's been eating a dinosaur shit dirt.
Dinosaur shit dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
46.
So.
Yep.
Oops. So anyway,
Yeah, well,
are you heading over to the mock? Up to the castle?
Yeah.
Are you all going?
Raquel's gonna join them, even if it's just to keep them safe from wherever they're going.
yeah, Scott's going to follow.
Woo.
Well, Bloob and Wick practically skip arm in arm up to the castle.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, there's a couple of guards at the bridge across the river who say, "Ah, the newcomers. The elders are expecting you. Head right up."
Oh, goody.
He continues his skipping.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like woo. Not suspecting anything.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, yep, you get up there, you're ushered in by a couple of other guards who open the doors for you, and in the large hall, there's a long table covered in a delicious spread of roast meats and sugared fruits, and standing the other, or rather seated at the other side of the table, are three people. A male human, a female elf, and a lizard folk. And behind them is a glowing portal. Ah, welcome. Come, sit, eat.
Is
Loop
there
spit metaphor.
actual food, or is there...
But is it what?
Is there actual food, or is there like just nothing?
Go up to the table and touch it. See if it's real.
I'll go up to the table and I'll sort of pick up the nearest looking sort of berry thing. If there is a berry thing.
Yeah, you grab a grape. Feels weird. It feels real. It feels squishy.
Oh,
We'll just pop it in its beak.
okay.
And as you pop it, the juice of the grape gushes into your mouth, and it's tasty.
Trying to logically
Mm.
squish it would be
Nice grape.
grand as well from there.
Thanks, we grew it ourselves. Well, not ourselves. Our people.
Yeah, your people have good harvests.
Yes. Yes, we've done pretty well for ourselves here. We like our little village.
Gone to the green thing because I would have seen you. If you
Yeah, it is quite quaint.
I hear you were considering being one of us rather than any of the other clans.
Yes.
Personally, I think you've made a wise choice.
I think I'm just going to stick
I'm,
with our Tracy.
Not sure you'll be able to join us completely, they say to Bloob. But the rest of you can certainly become full citizens.
For now, and see. 'Cause I'm guessing our Tracy has
Full
an idea about
citizenship
what it is.
require us to do something?
There's a little ritual involved, don't worry about it too much.
Does it require
He's not aware of
dying or
vampires.
something?
You'll be stronger, you'll be faster, you'll be able to walk up ceilings,
Yeah.
regenerate health.
Basic vampire stuff.
I mean, I kind of like the sunlight, though, and you'll seem kind of averse to that.
Oh, you'll soon
I'll tell you my whole
get over that.
I don't
When you
really
can-
think I will. I
when you-
I
when-
like the
When you
sun.
can see just as easily in the night as you used to in the day, there's a whole world of color that you can't even perceive until you have the eyes
Yeah,
of a
I don't
vampire.
go as far in front.
The moon will become the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a manner of speaking.
Is this optional?
Of course. You can remain residents. And without becoming full citizens. You can, of course, choose to leave whenever you wish.
Would I
That,
call it an opportunity 'cause you've gone past
Portal thing behind you. What is that?
Oh, yes. That leads to another plane. Don't worry about it too much. Mostly it's
Which-
used to paying our tithes.
Your tithes?
Yes.
Cards to what?
Well, you know, we're all participating voluntarily, but we show our appreciation to the one who created these planes by paying a tithe.
And that portal goes to them?
31.
I believe so. Never been through it myself. Wouldn't want to be considered a gift, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't
Could
think I
we
do.
travel through it?
If you want to. There's no stopping us. No stopping you if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it though. Like I said, he might consider you an offering.
Hmm.
Yeah, so do I get a dark potion? Do you need
If we do end up going through, could I take some of this really nice harvest stuff with us?
Of course. A lot of this was
Oh, you fucker.
going to be the part of the harvest that was offered to him anyway, but we heard you were coming, so we held a little of it back for you. Feel free to take it with you.
Well, is that nice of you?
Yeah, that is.
You do
Really
still
nice,
need to
actually.
eat, don't you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have some ornithomimus. It's really good.
Luke tries it.
Honest the what now?
Ornithomimus. It's one of the dinosaurs.
Raquel is just very weirded out because, like,
Personally, I used to prefer the
undead
dark
and stuff like
characters.
that are supposed to be, the monster under the bed, and it's like these people are actually being
Nice.
super nice.
We'll try some of the ornithomimus.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Tastes like ostrich.
What does ostrich taste like?
Tastes like chicken.
Like a
But
big,
bigger.
like a big chicken. Oh, like a big
Tracy,
turkey.
why are you such a coward?
We should look. This is nice. Tastes kind of familiar though.
Oh, you've had dinosaur before?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, you've eaten chicken?
That's it. Yeah, it tastes kind of like chicken.
What's a chicken?
It's like a bird, but it's a bit difficult to describe if you've never seen a chicken before. Actually,
It's about the size of a
Scott's
velociraptor.
going to take the food out of his mouth and be like, just think of the little velociraptors, but with feathers.
Oh. Wait,
Oh, she's not in this area that I can see at the moment.
don't you have feathers?
yeah,
So you've eaten other creatures with feathers.
yeah.
Doesn't that make you a cannibal?
I mean, they're not sentient. We're not part of the same species. Actually, I don't know if they are sentient or not.
We'll probably have to head up.
They've never talked to anyone unless they've been awakened. Generally, people keep them to farm them, so... I don't know. It's a little bit weird, but I try not to think about it.
I see. Well, like I said, if you wish to remain here, that's absolutely fine. If you want to see what's beyond the portal, I wish you could tell us what was on the other side, because I'm quite curious myself.
Hmm,
I mean,
I got an idea.
maybe we'll be able to get through.
Bloop looks at the portal and then at his Drake and then back at the portal. Hmm.
The Drake looks nervous.
You did probably hear Red Tracy say found her though.
So what are you gonna do? You just gonna sit and eat and think about it? Or you gonna go through the portal and leave this weird Dino Rider world behind you? Are you gonna become vampires? What you gonna do?
I don't know about the vampire thing, but I'm not exactly ready to go through that portal.
Raquel is cool with the portal.
Debating if I
Wick's
should
just
do-
gonna go along with whatever anyone else wants to do.
Bloop's not ready for the portal yet.
Yeah, I'll do bollocks.
Though his Drake is.
Just throw the drink into the portal.
Yeah, let's do that.
Survive
Raquel
5
and the Drake
minutes.
have a solo adventure.
I needed that.
So you're gonna
20.
ask your Drake.
Going to tell the Drake in Draconic, 5 minutes. Survive that and you'll come right back. Alright?
But we've established that the portals are one way.
Yes.
Yeah, but he can
Yeah.
recall the Drake.
Yes.
Oh, good point. Oh, okay.
Seriously? I just let me kill
So
you.
it just requires, I think, a spell slot. He has to wait like certain
Yep,
period or
it's
something.
either spell slot or I have to wait a long rest.
Okay.
So
Ready, guy?
he
Ready, guy?
somewhat reluctantly goes through the portal and disappears.
He counts in his head.
For 5 minutes.
He's doing his best for 5 minutes.
So you're counting to 300.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's doing it in sets of 60.
Okay.
So
you're gonna be counting from 1 to
300, but
so you're gonna be
instead of
counting
60.
so you're gonna be counting from 1 to 60 5 times in a row.
Yep. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and at 60 mark, we'll just put up a finger. 1.
33.
Alright.
I assume the whole time he just kind of just stands there silently.
What are the rest of you doing for those 5 minutes where he's counting?
Wick's gonna eat a couple more grape.
Yeah,
Watching.
I'm sitting there eating. too. So yeah, as much as I would love for us to just jump right into this portal, I don't think it's a good idea. This might be the first plane we've gotten to where, you know, people here weren't extremely hostile. And it might not be a good idea to jump into something we have no idea what we're going to jump into.
If Luke's okay with that. Cool. Second attack.
Alright. So you're just going to sit and eat and
22.
remain just residents of this town for now?
Yeah.
For now. I think it'd be a good idea to, you know, do some... get ourselves together before we go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Can Raquel look in the portal kind of like we did previously, where
Just duck ahead.
we could like pop our heads through and then pop back out?
Wick is gonna grab Raquel's arm just to make sure that she doesn't get sucked in, because it's been somewhat established that the portal is one way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The council, the elder council watch with interest as you poke your head through.
34. Are you dead
Raquel? You see a dimly lit corridor stretching off into the darkness. There seem to be metal
yet? 29.
tracks of some kind on the ground. And you can hear the rumbling of carts travelling along these rails.
Alright, she'll pop back out again and just tell them about the corridor.
You didn't see any sign of the Drake.
And the Drake's not there.
I did tell him to explore.
Mm-hmm.
After
Well, it
5
does seem
minutes.
to at least be following what you said.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Yep, yep. Okay.
35. 35.
So anyway, anything in particular you want to do right before we wrap up? Or are you just gonna sit feasting and talking at the table?
Probably just Cleaver and Twin.
Yeah, after I'm done, I'll thank them. I'll consider the idea of their offer. But for now, I think I have to head back to the forge.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, if you want, you can sit and eat for a while, and then your characters can actually use the RP channel
Yeah.
to actually have the conversation between yourselves, if you wanted to.
Oh, sure. It'd be fun.
Yeah. So we'll put a pin in it there, with you enjoying the Elder's Feast. And I hope you guys listening have enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed playing. If you'd like to join this group, because we've got one slot left in this one, or any of the other games, Jade Lotus on Mondays needs. Actually, no, Jade Lotus is full. It's the
one that's tomorrow.
Nunderland game tomorrow that needs 2 more people at least. Yeah. On whatever campaign that comes after it, because we're about to wrap that one up. But yeah, if you want to be part of a new level 1 campaign on Sunday evenings for the UK, or afternoons if you're in the US, then come to the Games and Geekery Discord server and let me know. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.